Inside Saudi.
The podcast about life, family, culture, and style inside Saudi today.
I'm Vesna Petrovic.
And I'm Carly Overman.
So today we're going to be talking about something super exciting, something that's happening in Saudi. It's on all the billboards. They're talking about it on the news. It's everywhere. And it's Vision 2030.
Wow.
We're going to be breaking it down, super simple. We're no experts, but we're just going to be talking about it really simplified to help you get a better understanding about what it is and what it's about.
Mm-hmm. We've got our notes. We're not going to lie to you. We have some notes.
Yeah.
Because we want to keep ourselves honest. We want to make sure we get it accurate.
Yeah.
We want to give you the facts. So let's start out with like a little bit of history, because you're probably like, Saudi is not what I thought it would be. The Saudi that we're showing you is probably not what you expected. And that's probably because Saudi has changed a lot in the last 10 years. It all kicked off with King Salman becoming king in 2015. If you want to hear more about that, go Google it. It was quite a thing. Anyway, his son, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, MBS, he was the deputy crown prince at the time and the minister of defense. So he started pushing for modernization of Saudi. This was met with some backlash. Obviously, not everyone wanted to modernize, but he pushed through. So in 2016, we have Vision 2030. It comes to life. It is the roadmap for Saudi by 2030. And we are kind of living it as we kind of truck along here year by year with all these projects, all these things happening. And why Vision 2030?
The goal was simple but really huge. They wanted to create new jobs and industries. They wanted to reduce the dependence on oil, improve quality of life, and open Saudi to other countries while still keeping it rooted in the culture.
And so why move beyond oil? Why reduce the dependence on oil? I think what I started to understand moving here and learning more about Saudi and its history, oil is very linked to the US dollar. It's priced by the US dollar. So Saudi's whole economy is based on the fluctuations of obviously oil prices, but then also the US dollar and how it's performing. And so, you know, when there's these global political events like political shifts, when there's global pandemics, it completely takes Saudi's economy with it. So prices can rise and fall dramatically with, you know, things happening in the world. And on top of that, the world is shifting to renewable energy. They're reducing their dependence on oil. And so it's just like a good future-proofing plan to focus on opening up to other industries, focusing on this Vision 2030. So Vision 2030 is about future-proofing. It's about creating new industries in tech, in tourism, in logistics, in entertainment, in renewable energy. So, I mean, oil is what built the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, but it can't guarantee its future. And so Vision 2030 is all about that.
So there's 3 pillars of Vision 2030. And the first one is a vibrant society. They want to focus on well-being, culture, heritage, and recreation. They want to encourage a more active social lifestyle like parks, entertainment, events, social gatherings. So they want to focus on cultural institutions, art galleries, museums, music festivals, and historical restorations like Diriyah. So families now have cafés, concerts, and outdoor activities, things they didn't actually have like a decade ago. So it's completely evolving.
So pillar number 2, a thriving economy. So this is all about diversifying the economy, moving away from oil into industries like technology, tourism, renewable energy, entertainment, manufacturing, things that diversify from just the oil industry. It's about encouraging private sector growth, supporting small businesses. It's also about using this whole side of the workforce that was underutilized before, women. Women in the workforce have more than doubled since 2016. It's about attracting global investment, so making Saudi a regional business hub. And it's also about utilizing Saudi's young workforce and getting them trained in the industries that will be Saudi's future.
I love it. And I see it happening. We're living it and we're seeing it happening every day, the growth.
We just went to a women's conference all about creativity for women, about women in these new industries. So yeah, we are definitely living it, seeing it.
The third pillar is an ambitious nation. So improving governance, efficiency and sustainability. We want to position Saudi as a global connector for Europe, Asia and Africa.
You can see that right now in the news. You see like Saudi popping up in relations with the US. They have a really good relationship there. They have a really good relationship with China. They're also trying to be like a little bit more of a peacemaker in the Middle East. You can see it happening, how they're trying to kind of take this role.
So they're using these major global events like the Expo 2030 and World Cup 2034 to showcase the progress.
And honestly, it makes me super excited to be here. Like, because we can see how Vision 2030 is rolling out, and it makes me want to stay. I want to see how this shakes out.
I want to be here too. I want to see it all.
Yeah. I want to be here for sure by 2030 for this this Expo, and then I want to be here for 2034 for the
World Cup.
Yeah.
My kids want to be here. My husband wants to be here. I think we all want to be here.
Yeah. So, this is what Vision 2030 is. It's the 3 pillars. It's how it's come about. How can you actually see it rolling out in Riyadh right now? Number 1, Sports Boulevard. Sports Boulevard is a 135-kilometer linear walkway going all the way from Wadi Hanifa to Wadi Al Sulay. It's not done yet, but it is happening. It's in progress. You've probably gone for walks on it. I know I have. So it's dedicated paths for walking, for cycling. You can dog walk there. It launched in 2019 and they've been rolling it out in sections. So I've done certain sections of it, like over near Hitton area where the promenade is. This past weekend, we went to a section in kind of Wadi Hanifa, Diriyah. So beautiful. It is going to be unbelievable when the whole thing is rolled out. I've seen some renderings for sections that haven't come to fruition yet, and they just look beautiful. Like big kind of lake things that you can walk around. It's just going to be really amazing. And I think that's what I thought about when I moved here. Like, oh, I'm not going to have the green space. I'm not going to have the walkability. That's the ways that they're transforming it. And you see it in Riyadh right now with Sports Boulevard as an example. Their goal is to make Riyadh one of the most active cities, which fits great with my pillars as well.
Okay, there's King Salman Park, which is over 13 square kilometres, which is bigger than Central Park.
That's massive.
That's massive, So it's scheduled for a partial open 2025 and a full completion around 2026, 2027. There's going to be so much to do. Lakes, theatres, art galleries, sporting facilities, cafes, restaurants. It's going to be incredible.
I'm super excited. Think New York Central Park in Riyadh. That's unbelievable. I just hope it opens earlier than 1 p.m. That's my only request.
So do I.
Please.
We want to be able to go with the kids and without the kids.
Yeah.
There's also Diriyah Gates and Historic Diriyah. I've been to Diriyah a couple of times and it's absolutely amazing. Both at night and during the day. There's so much to see. It's where the kingdom began. It's being restored and turned into a world-class historical destination. UNESCO site Al Tarif is the birthplace of the kingdom, and now they are restoring it all to make it a world-class cultural destination. Combines heritage mud brick architecture, which include your luxury hotels, your museums, and your restaurants.
And that definitely is what you feel when you're there. You feel like it's historic, beautiful, cultural Saudi, and it is such a contrast to the bustling city kind of right beside you, because Diriyah is right at the edge of the city.
And there's also the Riyadh Art Project, which is over 1,000 public artworks, around the whole city, which is turning the city into like a Riyadh art gallery.
So there's the Wadi Hanifa Restoration Project. So they've been kind of revitalizing Wadi Hanifa with footpaths, with landscaping. Again, you can see it kind of in development. You can already go there and enjoy it, and they're making it even better and more connected. It also is connected with Sports Boulevard. It's just another beautiful place you can go and go for a run, go for a cycle, go for a walk, a picnic, whatever. There's also obviously the Riyadh Metro and bus network. This is another kind of project you're seeing come to life in Riyadh. So there's 6 lines, 80 plus stations. It's actually one of the largest metro projects in the world. And the metro is top of the line, state of the art. It's all air conditioned. It's very modern. It's very cheap as well to use. My husband uses it every day. It makes commuting so much faster, and it just helps cut that emissions, the Riyadh traffic. You know, it's an effort. I wouldn't say Riyadh traffic is cut yet, but hopefully as they continue to expand the metro, but it's great to use.
Okay, so there's the King Salman International Airport project as well that's happening now as a Vision 2030 milestone. If Saudi's turning into a global hub, then they need to have an airport to match. And that's the King Salman International Airport project. So it's under construction, but it will be able to handle over 100 million passengers by 2030. And it's the global hub for tourism and travel. We're so central to everything. So I feel that this is going to make a big difference.
Yeah, I can't wait. It is going to be amazing because when I live in London and you have Heathrow Airport, it's really nice to have like a really state-of-the-art airport to do all your traveling from. And the fact that Riyadh is going to have that is just going to be amazing. It's going to make it such a great destination to travel in and out of.
I know the feeling. Like, you know, when you go through an airport and it's not an exciting airport, you're not excited to go there.
Heathrow is actually a great place to go. It's like so quick, security's quick, everything's quick. Everything is just like, so top of the line.
Convenient?
So, convenient, easy to use. And the fact that Riyadh will have that, you know, I'm excited.
And I'm sure it will be like next level. So there's a lot of lifestyle and entertainment projects happening in Riyadh at the moment as well. So there's Boulevard City and Boulevard World, which are great entertainment and shopping zone. Boulevard World opened in November 2022 as part of the Riyadh season. So Riyadh season started in 2019. So it's a massive annual festival with concerts, food, fashion, and sporting events.
It's crazy. It all only started in 2019. I'm like, what do people do before Riyadh season? I mean, I can't imagine the change that people have seen living here. It must be jarring. Exciting? I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that we're here to be able to experience it because it's absolutely phenomenal what there is to do and see.
Yeah.
There's such a big misconception about, you know, Riyadh and Saudi Arabia and what there is to do. And people just don't understand that there's so much to do.
Because there's such an effort, like it's such a concerted effort as part of this Vision 2030 to make sure that there's green space. They want to make it one of the most active cities. Like they want to make sure there's like all these things to do as part of Vision 2030.
And it 100% will be. Like we can see it in the making. We can see it step by step. And it's so amazing to be able to witness it. So there's also the Murabba district and the Mukab. I'm not sure if I've said it properly. It's a futuristic shaped cube which will include, you know, hotels, restaurants, and a lot of entertainment as well.
Amazing. I love a cube. Just to recap, guys, we've given you the history. We've told you what Vision 2030 is. We've told you what's happening in Riyadh that you are seeing live. That's all part of Vision 2030. But you know what? There is some mega projects happening across the kingdom. So that's what we're going to get into next. The mega projects, the big things happening across the kingdom. What are they? Number 1.
NEOM. So the first project and the biggest that you've probably heard about is NEOM. NEOM is a $500 billion project. It's on the Red Sea coast and it's the most ambitious part of the 2030 Vision project.
Unbelievable. $500 billion.
$500 billion.
I'm excited for it. Like some of the things within that seem really cool.
So there's a couple of sub-projects within NEOM. One is the line. It's a 170-kilometre car-free city.
That's insane.
That's ridiculous.
170-kilometre car-free city.
170 kilometres.
That's unbelievable. I want to live there. Can I
want to
sign
see
up?
it.
Yeah, I want to
see it.
Definitely.
It's designed for 1 million residents.
Wow.
So there's Trojena, a mountain resort hosting the 2029 Asian Winter Games.
Wow.
This is going to be incredible. Like, can you imagine like snow, skiing, and a whole new like city and villages
It's
in the
unbelievable.
cold?
No, it's
in
unbelievable.
Riyadh?
I can't believe it. I know that there are colder areas of Saudi.
Yeah.
Riyadh is a pocket. I get that. But to think that there's going to be a mountain resort in Saudi Arabia, like if we want to go do like skiing, we can stay in Saudi.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That is. So the final sub-project for NEOM is the Octagon. It's a floating and industrial tech hub.
Crazy. I'd work there. Sure.
Sign me up.
Can we have a podcast studio there?
Yeah. So all these projects represent sustainability, innovation, and new ways of living.
It makes me really excited to be here. Like I've said it and I'll say it again. I think people are like, why Saudi? Are you actually so excited to be there? Are you actually loving it? Like, yes, because this is just so cool and interesting. The stuff we see popping up in Riyadh, you can see that it's starting to come to life, and yeah, it's cool.
I'm loving it now without all of this being finalized. Imagine when it's all done, like immersing ourselves into all these different, adventures and being able to say, I'm going skiing in the desert.
That's crazy. Okay, so that was NEOM. Another mega project in Saudi is the Red Sea coast and AMAALA. So this is where we're getting into the tourism. You have maybe seen like the Saudi beaches that are starting to go around on Instagram, on TikTok. It's like, it looks like the Maldives. It's like white sand beaches, beautiful crystal blue waters. You wouldn't believe it's Saudi, or maybe you just don't realize what Saudi has to offer. The Red Sea project is all about luxury ecotourism developments all along the Red Sea. Coral reefs, mangroves, protected islands, sustainable architecture. The first resort that has opened is the Six Senses Southern Dunes. It opened in 2023. And in 2025, there's a Four Seasons, there's a Ritz-Carlton opening. You can imagine there are going to be some beautiful places to stay.
They sound very luxurious.
Yeah. They're designed as like Maldives style luxury within Saudi. I can't even imagine how beautiful these places are going to be, but I want to visit, that is for sure. And they're not in the far future. That's 2025. And I know there's lots of other projects popping up as well. It is definitely going to become like a new tourist destination, somewhere people maybe didn't think about visiting for their holiday. That is going to be a new bucket list place.
It's definitely going to be a drive into Saudi.
Yeah.
The people are going to, tourists are going to want to come and visit. They're going to want to see the beauty, the luxury that Saudi has to offer.
They're going to see us on the beach. They're going to see us out there, and they're going to be like, hey, I want to be there too.
Yeah. And we didn't believe these girls that it was so good before, but now we do.
Yeah.
And we want to be there
with
them. So Qiddiya, it's a 40-minute drive from Riyadh, which is super close. It's a 334 square kilometre entertainment and sports city. Like a whole new city of entertainment and sports in one.
That is mind-blowing. That is like simply mind-blowing.
Like, how big is that? That's massive.
So what's going to be in it?
So it's going to be home to the Six Flags in Qiddiya, the Formula One racetrack. Like, how insane. We're going to have the Formula One here.
That's exciting.
It's going to have water parks, golf courses, and motorsports, all in one city, one destination.
Right now, I kind of have friends and family that are like, okay, yeah, I'll meet you in Dubai, whatever. That's how they'll visit me. They're going to be coming to Riyadh next. Like, honestly, they're going to want to come when like Qiddiya is here, when there's a mountain resort we can go to. There's all these like coastal places on the Red Sea. It's just crazy.
It's not the same experience. I feel like they need to come now and they need to keep coming back to just experience it all coming to life.
Yes, totally.
It's hard to explain to someone and to visualize how a city can just transform. And we're seeing that right in front of us. Yeah. So Qiddiya is going to be an amazing place to go for the weekend with your families and just spend time there at their resorts. And I think a lot of people are going to utilize it just as a little getaway.
Yeah. And I guess Diriyah, Qiddiya, and King Salman Park will make up this Riyadh triangle. And it kind of represents like the new Riyadh lifestyle, the future identity of Riyadh. So another big project, big event is Expo 2030. It's going to be hosted in Saudi Arabia in 2030. So there's a big drive of, getting ready for this expo. It's going to be a 6-month-long global showcase where countries come together to show new ideas, architecture, sustainability, culture. Think Olympics, but focused on innovation. It's expected to attract tens of millions of visitors and transform infrastructure.
So the FIFA World Cup 2034, that's what we're all waiting for. That's what my kids are waiting for. That's what my husband's waiting for. And Saudi is the host. So major stadiums and sports programs are already on the way. So the matches will be held across 15 stadiums and 5 cities. There's Riyadh, there's Jeddah, there's NEOM, Al-Khobar and Abha. So they're the 5 cities that are going to be hosting this FIFA World Cup.
It's going to be fun.
It definitely will. Hopefully Ronaldo's still here. So there's also the Asian Winter Games in 2029, which will be held in Trojena. So this is the first Winter Games ever to be held in the Middle East. That is crazy. And especially a Winter Games, considering, it's the desert, it's mostly hot here. That's incredible.
It is incredible. I'm excited. I come from Canada. Obviously, we have skiing, snow there. But even Whistler, it's like a huge ski destination that people travel all over the world to come to. We had Winter Games in Whistler, whatever. I think it was in 2011, 2010, something like that. Obviously, Whistler was already an amazing place to ski, but it really transformed the city. And so I'm just excited to see what happens with this.
So this will showcase Saudi's ambition and climate innovation moving forward. So Trojena is going to be massive. It's going to have your ski resorts, your chalets, your everything winter. It's going to be a city within a city.
Unbelievable.
And a great weekend getaway.
Yeah.
Gives us more places to go.
It does. Growing up in Canada, people have ski chalets, whatever. You don't imagine you're going to move to Saudi and have a ski chalet that you can go to.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
But Vision 2030 is making it happen. We're being innovative.
All right, sponsored by the government. So, those are the big projects. How do you feel this today? It's just everyday lifestyle shifts. Moving here, there's cafes, there's restaurants, there's beautiful outdoor spaces. We talked a lot about it in our episode about this Riyadh season. There's so many places you can go in Riyadh. You're already feeling it. You can go out for a walk on Sports Boulevard or to Wadi Hanifa. You can go to Diriyah. There's so many places you can go already that are part of this lifestyle shift of living in Riyadh. And I imagine more broadly living in Saudi as we step closer to Vision 2030. Vesna and I are driving. Women are driving. You don't need a driver anymore. There are changes happening in Saudi, whether you like it or not, and I like it.
Women are working. They're putting themselves out there. They're becoming more creative. They're showing their talents and
opening businesses.
Yeah.
Contributing to the economy of Saudi.
Yeah. So there's a huge entertainment calendar. There's the Riyadh season, the Jeddah season, and the Middle East Soundstorm, which we're super excited to go to. We can't wait. Bringing all the concerts and the festivals to Riyadh. So there's sustainability initiatives. There's the Riyadh Green, the Saudi Green, and that's where millions of trees are being planted to make Riyadh and Saudi greener. And you're feeling these transformations in your daily life, like your school drop-offs, your coffee catch-ups. You can feel it and see it everywhere.
So, how is Saudi paying for this? Like you said, $500 billion for NEOM.
That's one project.
That's one project. It is insane amounts of money. This is all funded by the Public Investment Fund of Saudi, PIF. You see them everywhere. If you're in Riyadh, if you're in Saudi, you will know who PIF is. It's financing most of the Vision 2030 projects. Behind every mega project, you see PIF's funding and strategy.
Okay, so we've made it to the end of Vision 2030. Let's wrap it up.
So, to recap, I've got my notes. Vision 2030, there's 3 pillars: vibrant society, thriving economy, and ambitious nation. You can see it everywhere in Riyadh already. Sports Boulevard, King Salman Park, Diriyah, Wadi Hanifa, Maraba, Qiddiya. Nationwide, you can see it in NEOM, the Red Sea projects, AMAALA, and all these upcoming world events like the World Cup, the Winter Games.
We're not experts here, but we're just living it.
Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. We did a lot of research to put this together, and I hope it's been helpful for you. I hope it helps you understand a little bit more of the context of what's happening in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
And Vision 2030.
Yes. Okay, as always, go rate us, review us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You can watch us on YouTube. You can follow us on Instagram and TikTok. And thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.